Whoa, look how it pops up, look. Dang. We're gonna pop a bottle of ginger ale and we're gonna go cruising around. So in today's video, we're gonna start off a little bit different. We're actually gonna have Pops start off this video. What do we got going on, Pops?
Today working for a change new airbag and putting together inside the interior some seats and make it a nice car and finish it inside, you know, because I want to sit inside and test it what I look like.
That's right. Pops is basically saying that we're gonna get that interior completed. We gotta swap out airbags, and then once the interior is finished up, we can then focus on some exterior stuff. We actually found a lot more damage than just that front end. It's pretty scary, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So Pops, what do you say? Let's bring in some tools.
Ready to do and start to work.
Let's do it. So with these roof airbag covers right here, we do got some pretty nasty damage. As you guys can tell, the leather actually got some creases, and I guess when the roof airbags kind of deployed, just bent them out of shape. This one got some little plastic that's coming off. I guess we just need to re-glue that. But also, sorry about that. Feeling a little bit under the weather. But anyways, so it got just creased up, and basically we're gonna have to try to save it with, I guess, the steamer there. And also we're gonna have to glue a few things, maybe the heat gun. And these are not cheap, so that's why we're trying to save these, because these are 1,500 bucks a piece. I mean, look at this. Even these little covers right here for the airbag screws are leather wrapped, dude. All Rolls Royce interior is just straight up that bull hide right there. But let's see what we can do, and let's try to get that interior 100%.
Wonderful. I like it.
So there you have it, guys. Our interior is officially back together, complete, minus that steering airbag right there, because we're still waiting on that. We just made it look pretty for now, but we managed to actually save these covers over the roof airbags, got all the creases out. That looks brand spanking new right there. We got these seats back in. This is comfortable right here. This is luxury living right here. Pops is ready to take a nap, right, Pops?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I need just blanket right now.
That's right, but we definitely need a driver as well. Have a driver just cruising us around. What do you say?
Oh, really? It's a working cruise to you? Drive yourself?
It's not self-driving. We're gonna probably have David dress in a tuxedo, jump up in the front seat right there, and we're gonna pop a bottle of ginger ale and we're gonna go cruising around, dude. That's gonna be awesome, but just looking so clean in this interior. Happy that we finally got that out of the way, but it's time to work on some framework because as you guys can tell, we're gonna need it over here. And of course, we found some more frame damage. So we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out how to get this heavy unit up on that frame rack right there, and then we'll show you guys exactly what we're talking about. All right, guys, so we managed to get the Rolls Royce up on the frame machine. This thing is a heavy piece of machinery right here, but that little electric winch surprisingly pulled it up no problem. We already got it set on some wooden blocks, and this tub actually doesn't have like pinch weld, so it's almost like a truck frame kind of deal going on over here. So we just set it on the flat parts. It's nice and level. We just got to strap it down, and then we could do our pulling. And we made it up here without doing too much damage. David was not paying attention in this area right here. This is where you were, right?
Yeah, man, but it's a team effort type of thing, you know?
Right, yeah, no big deal. This little, actually, like, wheel dolly thing kind of popped out and it bent this cooler bracket, which I think I can probably just bend it back. Not too much damage, but no big deal there. The major damage that we found that we were talking about earlier is actually more frame damage, and it kind of actually just created a ripple effect. So from all this impact right here, it traveled into this pillar, kind of hit this corner down a little bit. I'm guessing that's from the fender, and then it rippled into this pillar section right here, and also right here. Underneath this seal, we found some pretty big ripples right there, which those do got to get pulled out. I'm guessing once we put some hydraulics on it, pull it downwards, that should come out no problem. Also, this little ripple effect right here will come out as well. That's not too big of a deal. The big deal is we're gonna have to pretty much repaint this whole pillar that connects to this whole roof, that connects to both quarter panels. There's no seam from the pillars to the roof to the quarter panel. It's all one unit. So we're basically gonna have to paint more than 50% of this car. And also we are gonna have to do something with this stripe right here. So I don't think we're gonna call the guy out here that hand paints him. We're gonna probably just have to do our very own stripe, which honestly, I feel like we can pull that off. And I'm thinking what we're gonna do with the stripe is instead of actually doing it over the top of the paint job, what we're gonna do is actually put it in the paint and throw clear coat over the top, which I think will be better than what Rolls-Royce releases from the factory. Because you can feel that right there. It'd be nice if there was a stripe in there that was just kind of like incorporated into the paint job. So we'll see what we do a little bit later on, but right now, what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and start removing all this suspension right here. That way we can clear up all this area, see all these damages right here, and prepare for some pulling, and hopefully we can get them ripples out. All right, guys, so we got a bunch of this suspension removed. That way we can see what's going on in here. And also, we got the man V-tuned out here. And you already see a bunch of different things than what we initially seen. So what do you think we should start with here?
Honestly, not sure. We definitely need to figure out how to set it up properly, because as you can see, there's no clamps like a regular car. Plus, the entire car is made of aluminum. So it's a little bit trickier, you know.
Yeah, basically you were saying that these spots that we thought are super thick aluminum are just going to start tearing.
Yeah, most of this stuff right here will just tear, so we're going to have to figure out a way to get it clamped on. Usually, like BMWs, they have the same thing right here, and you have to get an adapter for the clamp, and you just slide it in there on all four sides, and that holds it. But I'm just not sure what we're going to do with this aluminum.
Yeah, so we got to oh, you were thinking maybe subframe? Clamp it by subframe?
Probably clamp it down by the subframe in the back, and then maybe a little bit in the front. But honestly, I don't even know where to start pulling this thing, because it's kind of a weird accident. It's not really in the front, it's kind of in the side, but it's not really like, it's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. But you're thinking we should also remove the windshield, because there could be like some buckles going on in that pinch weld area.
Yeah, it would be good to just, you know, remove the windshield, make sure everything is good over here. Everything's good over here, because as you can see, it hit it right here pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, maybe just the hood hitting this maybe caused some of this, but it's definitely a unique accident.
Yeah, so also you want to start with maybe doing a ton of measuring here and there.
Basically take off the headlight on that side, take off the bracket, and measure all the frame rails, make sure everything is good, because usually the only way for something like that to happen is the frame rail basically just push everything up. And we just need to measure everything and see if it's in the right position. All right, quick update, guys. Everything is looking pretty good. I mean, we measured the entire frame up front, looks good. And surprisingly, even the shock tower was in the right spot. And basically all we did was we drilled a hole in the shock tower, pulled it forward a little bit, and this came out with ease. Everything is nice and flat. Honestly, I think it kind of just buckled a little bit because of how much this thing weighs. I think it's like 7,000 pounds, and all that weight just transferred. And it went right back into place. And now we're just doing a little bit of working down here, trying to get that lower area pulled out. It's going along pretty smoothly.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you got it strapped up on that rear subframe too. So none of these holes are actually just like opening up or ripping apart. So that's really good. And also you did find a little like buckle right here, which that just came out with a few taps of the hammer,
I mean,
dude.
it tapped it out. Usually when it taps out, it just, you know, it's good to go. Usually if it like starts going back and forth, it's still bent, but I mean, everything is looking good.
Sweet. And I guess the next area that we're going to focus on is kind of this piece right here. So we're running into kind of an issue with how thick that aluminum is.
The aluminum is pretty tricky right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off this piece right here and kind of keep straightening this out. I'm guessing this is where the wheel actually went in.
Yeah.
That carbon fiber did some pretty serious damage to that.
That carbon fiber is tough, man. 44 layers. And I'm guessing this right here is basically the whole entire frame rail that runs all the way to the back, dude. So it has to be tough. So I guess, yeah, we're going to try to work that area, get it straightened out, and I guess the rest is just going to be up to, you know, having new frame pieces to swap out. So I think we'll be done with framework after that, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, all the measurements look good once you get all the new parts in. I mean, all this is just simply unbolt these little bolts right here, and then you just replace it with special rivets and panel bond.
look at that piece right there. It was pretty difficult to work with, but it is nice and flat, back into shape. We had to completely refabricate this end cap right here, which looks original, dude. That turned out amazing. Huge shout out to V-Tuned. But now that that's out of the way, basically what we got to do now is we just got to start popping these pieces out. The shock tower needs to come out. This piece even needs to come out, which means we got to remove a bunch of stuff around it. That's going to be a challenge on its own right there. But you know what? We made it this far. We're going to keep on going, and we're not going to let nothing stop us, not even missing umbrellas. Because
no, sir.
we actually ended up purchasing the umbrellas, guys. And this is something that you kind of have to complete the Rolls Royce. Probably something that you're never going to use, and it's just ridiculously expensive. You're looking at $2,000 for these two umbrellas right here, which they came from the same area where we purchased this car, dude.
And they're the same color, and they're original, which is just crazy. But you know what?
The only ones online, dude.
The only ones online, the same color. These are exact same umbrellas that should come with this car. But dude, that's crazy.
So crazy, dude. When I seen these, I was like, man, let's just purchase these before somebody else maybe purchases them.
Yeah.
Look at that. Perfect match,
that's
dude.
the same color and everything, dude.
I'm gonna try to pop them out without doing any damage to these pricey umbrellas, dude.
I know. These are the most expensive umbrellas probably in the world.
What? Dude, that is actually sick. Whoa, look how it pops up, look.
Dang, that's high quality.
Dude, that's, I don't know if that's worth 2,000, but dude, that feels quality right there. Dang. Popped right in. Let's see if it pops out. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
All right, so we're clearing up everything around the shock tower because we're about to start trying to pop this thing off, which is super crazy to think about because it's a big piece right here, but we got everything cleaned up for the most part. Our most concerning thing right now is the weld that's all the way down here behind these brake lines. That's a pretty tough spot right there. And to install a new piece as well, you're gonna have to weld that up, and I'm almost worried about how am I gonna remove this thing. So the most scariest thing is, if it comes down to it, we're gonna have to pop this bad boy out, the V12, dude.
Dude, that's a lot of things to take apart right there.
Scary
but
looking V12.
we ain't gonna back down. If we have to, we'll pull this sucker out, but that's just worst case scenario. There is a chance that we could probably get to it with the belt sander there and remove the weld, but in putting a new weld down,
It's gonna be a different story.
You know what I mean?
But, I mean, we can possibly move some of these brake lines, tuck a welding blanket in there, and just buzz it in. But that's just the scary thing, is just that weld right there. Everything else should be simple. We just got glue, some riv nuts right there, and some actual rivets, and you know, these special screws that just screw in. That's pretty much all that's holding this thing in, and just a bunch of panel bonds. So I say we start with the hard stuff first. Let's get to that weld right there and maybe even pop off the whole entire shock tower.
Just like that.
Just like that, man.
Hopefully we can get one of those because we purchased one.
Don't say that. It's too late for all that.
It's still a little bit like on back order. Like the dealership has to first like allow
somebody
their
to buy
cars.
that.
No, it has to have their cars have enough of these. You know what I mean?
They better have
and
enough
if they have
of
a
those.
spare, they'll sell us one. Check that out, guys. So with all of the damaged structural pieces just out of there, this thing is looking pretty dang scary, honestly. But all we need is just the new parts. We need the new shock tower, we need the new apron, and we're just gonna put this sucker back together with glue, rivets, and a bunch of welding as well. This piece we're still gonna decide on. Maybe we can straighten it out, but I mean, we're just moving right along. Honestly, we made a ton of progress. We do gotta order a ton of other things, like some lines that we found that are ripped, some wires as well, and a few other little bits and pieces. But of course, that's still in the works, and we're just pumped to be making this type of progress right here. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. But before we go, we're gonna quickly call the winner of the double Shelby giveaway. And I actually seen if he had FaceTime or not, and it shows that he has Telegram and WhatsApp, which I think that means they have an Android or they don't have FaceTime set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and text him. His name is Tim Sullivan, and I'm gonna say, got some awesome news. Can you FaceTime? I'm gonna see if he can maybe set up whatever, Telegram or WhatsApp. That way he can see his freaking prizes right
Dude,
here.
you have to, man. You gotta FaceTime because a phone call, you're excited, but you can't see it, you know?
It's not the same. So we're gonna just shoot him this text, see if he responds. If anything, we'll just do a voice call. I'm gonna give him like 5 minutes and then I'm gonna call him. All right, so we got no response to the text. So let's just go ahead and do a regular voice call and see if he picks up. Let's do it, man.
Your call has been forwarded.
Dang, he doesn't know what he's missing out on right now.
That's crazy, man. People that enter,
What?
they gotta have their phones on.
You gotta
man.
have your phone on you for sure. You gotta be ready for that call.
Your call has been forwarded.
What do we do if we can't get a hold of the winner?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hey, Simon.
Hey, is this Tim Sullivan?
Yes, it is.
Well, it's been a little bit of trouble trying to get a hold of you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, but you know what? I got some good news for you. Some really exciting news. You ready to hear it?
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
You just won the double Shelby giveaway plus 50 grand in cash.
You're kidding me.
Nope. We are not kidding. It's the real deal. I wish I could
my
FaceTime you
God.
so I could show it to you.
I've never won anything in my life, and this is something that's...
This is
man,
huge.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's... I don't know what to say. Holy moly.
Well, this is awesome. So we're gonna stay in touch, and yeah, we'll schedule something for you to come out here and pick it up. You know, we'll get you a flight out here. We'll throw you a party, and you know, we'll probably have you drive the whole setup back. You know, just because it'd be kind of difficult to ship it. You know.
Sure. I'll work whatever out, you know. My phone is weird. It doesn't always... It doesn't tell me when I get calls for some reason, and I can't figure out why.
No worries. Well, I'm super happy, you know, that we ended up, you know, connecting, and I'm just super pumped to, you know, to see you come out here.
You know what? My heart is like pounding right now. It's just like, that's amazing. That entire setup is just fantastic. Very good. Thank you very much, and thank everybody there for me too. Okay.
Absolutely will do. Thank you.
Thanks, Simon. Yep.
Take care. See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Finally picked up. I guess he's seen the email, dude. That is just so awesome. So we're just gonna, I guess, start prepping a party for him, and you guys will see him come out here. There you have it, guys. The Shelby winner was absolutely just excited, but also we will be calling the BMW M3 winner here soon, so stay tuned. But with that being said, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.